Mets players invite gossip page press coverage when they splurge on fancy cars with their World Series winnings.
You win the World Series in 1969 and you splurge on cars.
Everyone wanted to, be more elaborate than the next person. And here you are, you part of, one of the teams that will go down in history as one of the, darlings of destiny. You want to celebrate the fruit, the fruits of your labor.
Now you get a pimped-out semi-diesel truck with diamonds on the hubcaps. Back then, a flashy car was a Plymouth.
Oh, well, when they had the parade through the Canyon of Heroes, because John Lindsay, who knew absolutely jack diddly squat nothing about sports, and then all of a sudden became an instantaneous Met fan and pimped the ride back into his mayoral 4-year term, because he was a Met fan. And the rides that Ed Kranepool had, that Art Shamsky, the Hebrew Hammer, the Cleon Jones, Tommy Agee, Ron Swoboda had, let's face it, I don't even think you could get them as a used car, never mind a new car.
In the era of the Mets in 1970, you couldn't do any better than a Cadillac. I mean, you had to have a car that basically needed its own yachting slip back then. No one was driving small, fast cars. They were all cars that you basically needed a co-pilot just if you wanted to make a right-hand turn.
These were fancy cars. They're Plymouth Dusters.
But it's totally different now. I mean, probably the highest paid player on the Mets at that time wasn't making what a bench player is making on the Mets now.
Remember, ball players still had to take jobs in the off-season to make ends meet. They were just paid to do a job. They didn't get $30 million a year. They didn't earn $30 million in their lifetime. And if you couldn't go, well, you were thrown off the team and somebody else had to go play. This was a hard-working, blue-nosed sport back then.
I remember talking to Bobby Thompson once, and we're talking about what he did after he hit the shot heard round the world. And that winter, Bobby had to go back out to Staten Island and sell life insurance to support his family. Ball players were truly becoming not only celebrities, but sort of wealthy celebrities. And it was just beginning. I know when I got my first job with 10-10 Wins, we upgraded from a 22-year-old Volvo to a 16-year-old Volvo. It was a big deal for me, too.